In today's video, I'm going to be proving to you that conventional wisdom is irrational and unwise, all right? I'm going to ask you three simple questions, and I want you to answer them as honestly as you can, all right? I don't care what your answer is. This is an introspective video, right? Answer it to yourself. My first question is, does education make people corrupt? I think almost nobody is going to say yes to that question, all right? So first, we have to clarify some definitions here before you answer, all right? So when we're talking about education, we mean moving away from ignorance, all right? So a lot of people might subscribe to the idea that formal education makes people corrupt, but they still send their kids to like homeschool. Almost everybody wants their kids to become educated, right? So, when we talk about education, we're not limiting that to just formal education. We mean, genuinely learning things, right? Okay, so does education make people corrupt? Yes or no? Write your answer down, right? Figure it out, write your answer down, or memorize it. Question two, does power corrupt? Well, almost everybody's going to answer that yes. And I don't think people have actually thought too much about that question. But, conventional wisdom definitely tells us power corrupts. Okay, so, answer that. Don't let me put words in your mouth, right? Answer the question yourself, right? Question number three, is knowledge power? Conventional wisdom also teaches us knowledge is power, right? But don't let me put words in your mouth, just answer that question wisely and truthfully, right? Okay, so, question one, most people are going to say no. Question two and three, they're going to say yes. Well, that's a clear contradiction, right? If knowledge is power and power corrupts, then education must make people corrupt. But you said education doesn't corrupt people. So that's a clear contradiction. So either it's false that education does not corrupt, or it is false that power corrupts, or it is false that knowledge is power. So, you have to reconcile your beliefs. And this is all like conventional wisdom, and people never actually bother to check whether it makes any sense, right? When you analyze it, it clearly doesn't, right? And I think, there's a very clear answer here. I think number two is definitely wrong. I do not think power corrupts. I think that bad people just like power, If you hold up this power position, in general, the people who really, really want that position and will fight and kill and do anything to get that position are going to be like more narcissistic people, right? People who have like more empathy and understanding and have more sense of responsibility and things. They're like, maybe I'll probably make a good leader, but it's a lot of responsibility. I don't know if I'd be up to that task, right? That's how a person with better judgment is generally going to think, right? So the idea that power corrupts is something we're heavily indoctrinated into, and it's an excuse and justification for all bad people to just do bad things, right? So, when a political leader goes out and murders a million people because he doesn't like their haircut, he doesn't say, oh, well, I'm just an evil piece of garbage. He says, the power made me do it. You would have done the same thing if you had the same power. The power made me evil. And just apply that logic to like parenting, right? Okay, well, parents have total power over their kids. How do parents treat kids? Some parents are really bad to their kids, and some of them are really nice, right? So it's obviously false that like power corrupts.